It doesn't taste like tofu. It tastes like the texture is cream cheese with slime.
This is the sort of thing that would have like tasting notes, like an aged whiskey.
It's like nothing I've ever tried actually, and I kind of want to have another bite. Very interesting, very strong. I don't think you're supposed to eat this like that.
Last week, we tried this stuff called fermented bean curd, and it absolutely blew our minds. So this week, I'm going to put into a really common stir-fry recipe called Buddha's Delight. It's cooked for my vegan wife.
Right, so the fermented bean curd is the reason why we're here today, and I'm still fascinated by the look of this stuff. But let's get on and make the sauce for later. So we'll stick in 2 cubes, and don't be afraid to get some of that oil in there. Then we'll also add in some additional sesame oil, then smush that all together, then set it aside. Now I'm just going to roughly cube this tofu, which is medium firm, and I've pressed it for a few minutes. And I'm going to deep fry this in batches. And while that cooks, I just want to say that usually when we do our kind of regular versus taste test, my wife is completely in the dark as to what ingredients go in, and that's by design. She wants to go in blind and give an honest taste test. But in this instance, I want to thank her for helping me develop this recipe. We watched a bunch of different videos together, came up with all the quantities, then physically wrote it down together, and now I'm cooking it for the first time. I'm going to set aside this tofu to dry in this paper towel, and then we'll move on to the next section, which will be rehydrating the mushrooms. We've got 2 different types. We've got some shiitake and some black fungus. And I'm rehydrating them both separately because we need to keep the shiitake mushroom water for later. They both need to sit here for a bit, but after 10 minutes, the black fungus has just hoovered up all that water. So I'll add a bit more and leave them for another 5. As I said, I'm going to keep this shiitake mushroom water, and I'm going to drain the black fungus off camera and then give them both a quick rinse with cold water. And now we're going to make some sauce. We'll start with some of that mushroom water and a lot of light soy sauce and a little bit of dark soy sauce. And I feel like I was a bit stingy with the bean curd earlier on, so I'm going to add in an extra heaped teaspoon to really make it pop. So on a few of those videos that we watched, they had the carrots cut into these cool star shapes, and then one of them in particular, they actually told you how to do it. So I, of course, attempted it myself. Now it's a real shame because they're not pretty enough to be seen as beautiful, and they're not bad enough to be seen as laughable. So they're basically just like a 4 out of 10, just a somewhat mediocre, below average star shape, but that's okay. And according to multiple sources, there's supposed to be at least 10 ingredients in this dish. So if you count the tofu that we're going to add in later on, we've got 11, which just goes to show that we always give you 110% on this channel. For the napa cabbage, I'm separating the thick stalk from the leafy part because they cook at different times. But for now, let's just sit quietly together and enjoy the rest of this chopping segment. Hit the music. Right, everything's chopped and it's time to go to the wok. So we'll start with our fermented bean and sesame oil mixture, add in the garlic and the ginger, and we'll also throw in the shiitake mushrooms. Then we'll add in the veggies one by one, and I must say, I really enjoyed learning about this dish and seeing how versatile it is. And yeah, it took a bit of time to cut. That's the cabbage stalks there, by the way. We're also going to add in the rest of the shiitake mushroom water, which is exactly 1 cup. I did actually measure that out. But yeah, it took a bit of time, but that's because everything's always a little bit slow on camera. So I reckon if I was to make this tomorrow off camera, I'd fly through it. Anyway, the bean curd is kind of salty, and obviously soy sauce is very salty, so I'm only going to add half of this mixture in for now and just see how I get on. Also, I totally intended to spill a bunch of it on the counter there, but that's what kitchen towels are for. I'm going to give this a little taste test, and you know what? I don't think that extra soy sauce is going to hurt it, so let's just throw that in. So just stir and toss that sauce in, and we're pretty much done here. I'm just going to simmer it all for a few more minutes to try and evaporate some of that liquid. Serve it into a bowl, and we got ourselves a Buddha's Delight. And visually, this thing really makes a grade. But what's it taste like? Let's ask my goddess of a wife and her husband.
You got your stuff, silly Billy.
Yeah, you've already had it. But we haven't.
Yeah.
So we're about to try Buddha's Delight.
Say that again.
We're about to try Buddha's Delight.
We're about to try Buddha's Delight, and it looks amazing.
I am very excited about this.
It's a lot of veggies, very colorful.
This is delightful.
I feel like we need to eat it for a little bit because there's so many different veggies. We need to try them all before saying.
There's just so much going on. It's a flavor bomb. I can't think of anything else wrong.
And I'm a big fan of the black mushrooms. What are they called?
The black fungus. Really good.
Very good. Very kind of great texture.
Are you getting the fermented tofu taste?
Definitely. Like it's quite mild, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. You don't get, it doesn't have that cheesiness at all.
No, but it's like, it definitely brings some sort of like depth.
Yeah, some umami.
All the mushrooms are amazing. Not these camera shy today. When Chinese New Year happens, we'll definitely be eating this.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. Maybe even when our New Year happens.
Yeah, true. Or even the new week, like Monday.
Yeah, I feel like our video is kind of transforming from like, let's try food to like, eat with me.
Yeah, it's evolving into mukbang content.
And I really like the tofu. We don't really make tofu like this,
Mm-mm.
but it's really good.
There's nothing I can criticize about this apart from that little bit of prep work, but it's worth it.
It's really fantastic.
The sauce is lovely as well, like a little tiny bit of broth at the bottom.
I think it's a very like kind of comforting meal, but also like seems very healthy. Like it's basically just veggies and tofu. Like it seems like the healthiest food ever.
Over the last week, we've made like 3 different things with this bean curd. We spread on bread and had a sandwich, and it was delicious. And then we did something a bit wild, and we just threw it in with some gnocchi,
and it was great.
And that was delicious.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to this.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
I feel like just bean curd seems to be like a thing that just makes everything super nice. It seems like something that like I would want to have in any savory dish ever. All the time. Like it's the best.
My only concern is that people will think that we're under the thumb of big bean curd. It's really funny because it's really new to us, but it's been around for like thousands
it's new
of
to
years.
us. But I
It's
think
very new to us, and it's very exciting for that reason.
I'm sure most people don't know. Not most people. Most European people don't know about this, and they should.
Yeah, like you just picked it up on a whim at the last second. It was literally, when we said it was a bonus thing, it was literally, oh, what's this weird stuff?
Yeah. And it is, and it looked weird, and at first glance it's kind of weird, or like first taste is a bit weird, but then it's like the best thing you've ever tasted.
There was one on the jar that had like, it looked like it had a bit of blue mold, and we were like, oh, maybe that's gone off.
Yeah, we weren't
didn't
sure,
touch
but
it.
then now we know that it's actually like the good kind as well. Yeah, because we got like the red.
We got the
kind.
red one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic, really good stuff.
Also, like we're very happy to try like really different new foods. So like if you have an ingredient in mind that's kind of weird and kind of not weird, just different and like maybe more kind of niche.
Yeah, yeah. And
we're
vegan,
really
obviously.
happy to. Yeah, and vegan. We're very happy to try it.
Defo. Let us know in the comments. I think we should wrap this up.
I think we should eat it all and then wrap it up.
I love the way every bite is a new experience from the last one. It's a different feeling. Shout out to all the recipes who inspired this one, by the way. There's not a chance I would have even come close to making something that was tasty as this without watching those.
Yeah, great videos. Check them out as well.
Yeah, and they're on much bigger channels than us, so they need the likes and views.
Yes.
We just both polished off a massive bowl of that.
And there's a bit more left.
And we'll finish that too.
Yeah, this was amazing. You should definitely try it. Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
And definitely get bean curd and eat it all the time.
Yeah. And if you like this video, check out our other ones as well.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.